Probably also the good thing about Joao is that he was on holiday.
Yes.
So he arrived here a little bit more fresh than the rest. That is something that probably we need to think about for the future in this kind of competition. But yeah, we knew already how good is Joao. Today he was playing a little bit more deep, but we know how good it is to drop and link. It's very good technically, small space, and this is the reason why we decided to bring him here.
I suppose it's sort of given you a bit of a headache going into the final then, because you've got Liam Delap back from suspension, you've got Nicholas Jackson, and now it feels like João Pedro's undroppable after that performance.
Yeah, it's a good thing for me. It's a good thing for any manager when you can decide that you know that they are all good. So it's a good feeling. We see now we have a little bit time off to rest a little bit, to recover energy, and tomorrow is off, and then we're going to start to prepare the final.
And now of the two, I suppose Paris Saint-Germain or Real Madrid, I mean, do you have a preference at all?
No, I like both teams. They play very good football. Luis Enrique is already, I think, 2 seasons there. Xabi just arrived, but you can see the way they want to play. PSG, they won the Champions League this year. Real Madrid, they won the champion last season. So we're going to face for sure strong team. Both they are good, but we are proud to be already there.
And just finally, where are you going to be watching that game tomorrow? I'm assuming you're going to watch it, so...
I don't know. I'm thinking probably I will watch here live, or I don't know yet. I don't know yet, to be honest.
Well, if you don't watch it live, Enzo, you can watch it live on the DAZN app. We'll have you covered.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Congratulations as well.
All the best. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, we had a very happy Enzo Maresca. Callum predicted Chelsea. Thanks, Callum. It's been a pleasure. And you know what, Kelly? I'm a little bit happy as well.
There's a surprise, Liv. Regular viewers will have been expecting that. You're about as happy as John Obi Mikel is, I'm sure. Brilliant for Chelsea, but it does set up a mouth-watering final on Sunday. But before then, of course, we have got the semi-final, and it is the big one, worthy of the biggest stage in this phenomenal...
Silva, Thiago, congratulations on a great campaign, but not the result you wanted today. This Fluminense go back to Brazil with their heads high. Thiago, parabéns pela campanha histórica. O resultado não que vocês queriam, mas o Fluminense deixa os Estados Unidos de cabeça erguida.
Acredito que tudo que nós fomos propostos a fazer nós conseguimos em determinado momento. Hoje um pouco menos, mas acredito que temos que valorizar tudo aquilo que foi feito até aqui, todas as dificuldades que passamos para chegar até onde nós chegamos. Não foi um jogo fácil desde o início. Mas eu acredito que tentamos de todas as maneiras, corremos, batalhamos. Hoje estava muito quente, eu acho que foi um dos piores dias, né? Em termos de calor. E naturalmente uma equipe que joga mais com a bola, que no caso eles hoje sofreram um pouco menos desse cansaço, a gente correu um pouco mais, digamos assim, errado em determinado momento. Mas assim, temos que valorizar tudo que foi feito, sabe? Com tudo aquilo que a gente tinha à disposição, acho que a gente tem que valorizar o resultado que foi feito durante a competição, mas faz parte do futebol.
The message I got there is that it was a very difficult game, but at the end of the day, you can't say they didn't try. They put their all effort into it, and they really value how far they made it into this tournament. E por último, eu queria falar sobre o penalty. Sua opinião, foi penalty? Não pode ask him if it was a penalty or not from his perspective.
Para mim foi pênalti, cara. Para mim foi pênalti. O árbitro estava no campo, marcou na hora, aí fica uns caras lá que vê câmera lenta, enfim. Eu estava próximo da jogada, o braço estava um pouquinho mais distante. Se fosse do outro lado, teoricamente ninguém ia chamar lá de cima, mas enfim. Acho que não foi por causa disso que nós perdemos, mas se a gente poderia ter feito aquele gol ali, o jogo acho que mudaria um pouquinho. Voltava à normalidade do jogo. Mas enfim, faz parte do futebol, nem sempre a gente consegue o êxito da vitória, mas temos que valorizar tudo que foi feito.
Obrigado, Thiago. Thiago over here basically said, he thought it was a penalty at the end of the day. He doesn't think that's the main reason they lost, but I think that really could have changed the game a lot. But at the end of the day, that's football. Thiago, muito obrigado. Tamo junto, cara.
Yeah, we'll come to that penalty incident in just a moment. But Cleberson, Fluminense did have chances in that first half, particularly when it was 1-0. And it could have been a very different affair had they taken one.
Yeah, I think like in the last games, Fluminense, when they have the opportunity, they score the goal. But this game, they need to score the goal. Look at the chance they have. The opportunity has to be goal. It's unfortunately the goalkeepers get a little bit late. They need to take advance there to score the goal. And then when you don't make that goal against top team, that's what happened, no?
I'm not saying anything really. Yeah, this is the handball here. No, it's not handball. Hands in a natural position. I think the ball even came from through bodies. He couldn't see it quickly as possible, but it was in a natural position. For me, the right decision was finally taken.
Do you understand why Thiago Silva's maybe frustrated that it wasn't a penalty?
Yeah, he got frustrated because he knows he scored the goal and that doesn't call the penalty. But look at that, they have a chance. They have a super chance to score the goal. If they score, probably they get back in the game and they probably score the second goal.
Yeah, that last chance was at the start of the second half. Had they scored that, it would have been really interesting.
Yeah, it would have. I wouldn't say it's a clear-cut chance. It's a half chance, but yeah, I think ultimately they didn't get enough chances to score goals. I think. Yeah, he's obviously angry with the penalty, and yeah, you can see from their side they'll definitely want a penalty, and on the opposite side the other team won't. So yeah, I think just Chelsea were by far the better team on the day and thoroughly deserved that the victory to get to the final.
Yes, Chelsea will be playing in the Club World Cup final on.
Yeah, about João Pedro, but to score on his first start, not just once but twice. How big is that, and how much confidence will that give him?
Yeah, massive. Obviously, like the guys have just mentioned, he's already a player with confidence. He's come in the door, great price tag, and you want to hit the ground running straight away. You want the respect of your teammates, of the fans, and also you want to open your account for your new club, because as a striker, you're always thinking, I just want that goal, I want that goal. And now he'll be full of confidence. As you've seen there, he's not just scored the one, he's got the confidence to take on the second one because he's already scored. And I think, yeah, he looks a fantastic signing for Chelsea, to be honest.
Did Callum Wilson ever score on his debuts?
I mean, only for England, Newcastle and Bournemouth, you know.
Of course he did. But also, not even just to score 2 goals, but the manner in which they're beautiful finishes, both of which one did you prefer?
I preferred the first one because obviously, it's come out, but usually a striker who's playing the number 9 position, probably someone like myself, would be in the box, in between the sticks. But he's hung out there, let play get ahead of him, and nowadays I think it's a fantastic opportunity to do that, because more often defenders are dropping to the byline now, so balls are coming into the second space. But obviously as it's dropped out to him, he's got no other thought in his mind than just to whip it. And as a winger as well, because he plays wide sometimes and drifts into them wide areas, that's a finish that he'd be practiced on in training. So, I mean, fantastic finish, and like I say, what a signing it's turned out to be so far.
Is that a young Callum Wilson-esque, is it?
I'm young. I think still in the locker. I just need to find a club.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah, João Pedro with 2 brilliant goals on his first start for the club. Kelly, what a first start that is! I don't think it could have gone any better for him.
No, as he said, very happy with his first start in a Chelsea shirt. We've talked a lot about the options that Chelsea do have. You said from the beginning of the tournament you still felt Jackson was Chelsea's main man. Since then, he got sent off, and then Pedro signed for Chelsea as well.
Gareth is laughing.
I know, and I'm trying to ignore that. I'm just trying to remind you of your predictions. I'm guessing you've changed the way you feel a little bit about Chelsea's attacking options now.
Listen, all I've said, I think it's important we have a competition in the team. It's very important. You know, Gareth, how it is when you play for a big club. To win trophies, you need competition, and that's what we've got now. We've got 3 good strikers, and who can compete for one position. And that's what I thought the club didn't have before. But now with the 2 new signings with Delap and João, I think that competition is going to push the players to go extra hard. But I still think that Jackson still has a big part to play. He just needs to sort out, himself in terms of discipline and what he wants to do, really. But I just think that with his performance today, João and Delap, they're probably ahead of him right now.
Yeah, Enzo Maresca said in his interview that he was always going to come on. He came on the hour mark, and we saw that he was trying to make things happen. But if we take a look at this chance, Gareth, does this match perhaps show that he's trying a little bit too hard?
Yeah, I think sometimes that's what competition does, right? It puts pressure on you, and I think if João doesn't score, maybe he doesn't feel that pressure, and he would probably play a simple pass to Cole Palmer. But yeah, under pressure, it changes your decisions. It can sometimes affect your performance. So I'm sure a lot of strikers have been in that position before and have not passed because they want to score. But yeah, I think he chose the wrong option there.
Yeah, Cole Palmer was very frustrated. But I actually said to you just before that, didn't I? What would you have done in that situation? And you said,
yeah, I'd probably shoot, but I'd try and make sure I scored.
Yeah, I guess that's the issue there. If he doesn't score, Kleberson, that's where Palmer's frustration comes from, and then I imagine that could start to play on Jackson's mind.
Yeah, that's the frustration you have. But you has to understand it's 2-0. The guys won the game. I don't know if the game is like a 1-0 for Fluminense, how this is happening, you know what I mean? But of course, that situation is better pass the ball and the play score the goal for the team. No?
But fortunately for you Chelsea fans, it didn't matter because Chelsea ran out 2-0 winners here in the Club World Cup semi-final in the end. 2 goals.
Yes, we are pitch side, and I suppose job done for Enzo Maresca and Chelsea, Callum, but the star of the show, João Pedro, his first Chelsea start, and what a performance it was.
Yeah, it was a fantastic performance, but like last game, we've seen signs of it, and then it was just about getting the opportunity today. He's repaid the manager, like Mikel says, but I think Delap and Jackson kind of opened the door for him, really getting suspensions. So today he's managed to get himself a first start, and he's got competition now within the club, which is fantastic for a manager, team selection. Obviously Jackson then comes on, potentially could have squared it. You can see now he's thinking about, Pedro, I've got chances and opportunities and I need to take them when he can. And that sometimes can affect you, which it looks like it has. But for Chelsea, I mean, they've got options in all areas now in the front line.
Yeah, absolutely. And I suppose, obviously, it is about João Pedro. He was brilliant, but as a team performance as a whole tonight, it felt like Enzo Maresca and Chelsea got it pretty spot on.
Well, like the guy said before, dominate and really good game by Chelsea. In my point of view, the best performance in this tournament so far. So they control the game, especially from the midfield, because the middle controls the game and wins the game as well at the end. The passes from Caicedo, but also from Enzo. Cole Palmer, he did a great game as well. At the end, he could have scored if Jackson gave him the ball, but 2 bangers, like super nice goals. At the end, it's well deserved to win and going to the final from Chelsea.
Yeah, absolutely, and we will have a little bit more reaction to this game a little bit later on. But Sammy, we can't have you here and not ask you about the huge game tomorrow, Paris Saint-Germain against Real Madrid. And I mean, what a game! I suppose Real Madrid coming into this one as underdogs.
Yeah, maybe a bit, because I'm supporting Real Madrid for sure, but on the other hand, I'm a huge fan, especially this season, from PSG. The way how Luis Enrique changed the style of PSG and the behavior and the attitude on the pitch, especially of Ousmane Dembélé, to name one player. It's amazing. It's insane how he improved that kind of PSG style. And on the other hand, Real Madrid is in transition and a change of the Carlo Ancelotti, the old era to the new era with Xabi Alonso, new style of football. So at the end, the biggest club in the world against the best club in the world right now tomorrow.